Summer League is here, and the Clippers Summer League starts tomorrow. Tips off here real soon. And here we are to break down if Keaton Wagler is the real engine and prospect that we need him to be. Talking about summer vets, and of course, let's get into some predictions here. All this and more on today's episode of Clippers Covered. What's up, Clipper Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Clippers Covered. I'm your host, Kyle Archer. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching today's episode. If you are not subscribed already, go ahead, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. Go ahead, share it along. Comment down below what we want to talk about, especially leading into today's conversation, which I'm extremely excited about to really jump into. So far in this channel, we've covered individuals and haven't really dove too much into the overall game flow or really what to expect, as you know, we're in free agency season, and that's the nature of the beast. So I love free agency season, and I do love breaking it down, but it's nice to take a little pause and talk about some summer league action here. So tomorrow we are tipping off 8 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings Pacific Standard Time. July 12th, Jazz, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we have a lot to talk about and a lot to break down because it's pretty exciting. We have some vets kind of coming back. Before we dive into it, I wanted to go ahead and pop up here our Summer League roster. This is it. This is what we're looking at. If you haven't made yourself, made yourself accustomed to it or really seen it, there it is. This is what we're looking at here. A couple good names that obviously we're extremely excited about to dive into and watch their game flow. Obviously, Keaton Wagler, excited for Kobe Sanders, Nick Martinelli, Baba Miller, Cam Christie, Sean Padula. I'm actually a little bit excited to see kind of what he can bring and what he has. But we're going to talk about kind of expectations, and I really do want to start with the summer vets. That's right, good old summer vets. So let's go ahead and start with Cam Christie, because I have feelings about Cam Christie, and we're going to talk about my feelings because that's what this is. It's basketball therapy. If you're a Clipper fan, it's always basketball therapy. Cam Christie, I find myself indifferent on Cam Christie. He's an absolute stud in the G League. And he kind of just seems to play garbage time in the NBA for the Clippers. So if we're looking at what Cam Christie brought to San Diego, he's averaging 18.2 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game. That's pretty good, you know, as far as G League teenagers go, and is exploding for a career high of 38 points for a game. I couldn't tell you who it was against. I didn't go that deep into it. And recognized as one of the best teenagers in the league. That's awesome. You know, that's G League dominance. But the problem with a lot of G League dominators is that's their cap. I'm not saying that's Cam Christie's cap because I don't want it to be. I want to see him flourish a little bit more. But we don't get enough of him in an actual Clippers rotation or really seeing him. We see him in garbage time a lot, and that's the point. There's not really any good stats to really back it up. I mean, from what I'm seeing, we're seeing in his first rookie year, he played 13 games, averaged 4.5 minutes, straight garbage time right there. And this past season, played 55 games, which is good, you know, get a little bit of the NBA feel, but still averaging only 8.7 minutes, averaging 2.8 points per game. So we're still seeing a little bit of garbage time. I'd like to see him a little bit more in the rotation. I understand that we were kind of in a do or die season every single game last year. So I understand to a certain degree, which is why I'm excited to see him kind of go into the summer league and kind of him be back for the summer league. So I'd like to see his shooting improvement. I really would like to see his minutes in the rotation improve as well. And I'd like to see a little bit of defense, how that's been worked on, what he's been doing in the offseason in the gym to not only improve his shooting, his defense, but overall, not his efficiency, just his confidence. And I think that's the one thing that Cam Christie is missing, is just confidence. So that's one thing on him, and that's kind of where I'll leave it going into expectations for him in the Summer League coming up. Next one, my man Kobe Sanders. I love Kobe Sanders. I am a Kobe fan. I love what he's got. Let me go ahead and point out, let's see, rookie season. Honestly, for his rookie year, averaged 19.9, almost 20 minutes, basically just 20 minutes per game. Played 16 games started, played 68 games. I'm cool with that, and I'm excited to see him continue to grow in the Summer League, and I'm happy that he's getting some rotations and some minutes in the Summer League before the NBA season starts. I'm sure that we'll see him in preseason, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of him, hopefully coming off the bench, maybe around halfway, the turning point, 2027. I'd like to see him start, especially where we got. We'll see where trades go kind of through the season. But as far as what I'm looking for Kobe in the Summer League games is seeing his NBA experience pay off against a lot of these rooks that he's going to be guarding and lining up against. His rotational push, I'd like to see how his flow has improved on rotations, even on transitions. Whenever there's turnovers, not specifically from him, offense or defense, I just want to see how his transitional game improves from offense to defense and vice versa. But his playmaking, I always want to see improved. I want to see consistent shooting, whether he makes it or misses. I just want to see him keep pulling, at least in the Summer Leagues. Why not? That's what you're there for. Let's see that rock go up. Lastly, though, one of the biggest things that I'm looking forward to Kobe Sanders is leadership, responsibility. I know it's only his second season. I understand that. But, he re-signed. He's back with us. I think it's $2.5 million a year, guaranteed for 2 years. And we're going to see what type of leader he can be, especially for guys like Keaton Wagler, Bobby Miller, Nick Martinelli. Those are the main things that I want to see out of Kobe Sanders, and I'm excited to see him kind of be the lead of this Summer League roster. I think that's what I expect most out of him, is to fill those shoes, and I hope he does. So moving on, next is two prospects and two of our draft picks that we're going to go ahead and get into is Bobby Miller and Nick Martinelli, two that I'm very, very excited to see perform. Bobby Miller and Nick Martinelli. Before I actually dive into this, I do want to preface that I am not a college basketball connoisseur. So whenever it comes to numbers, stats, game to game performances, I'm not a rock star at this, and I'm going to be honest with that. So there's a lot that I'm looking forward to, at least within the first game, all the way through the fifth game, with really these next three names that we're going to be talking about. So Bobby Miller, we need defense. We need defense on this Clippers team. This is a guy that I think can be comfortable at the 4 and the 5. I want to see defensive versatility. This guy is almost 7 feet tall. I don't know what his wingspan is, but at 6'11", you got to have some arms. My biggest question is how he can keep up, and really what I'm looking for Bobby Miller is he NBA ready or is he G League ready? That's kind of his projection that I'm kind of keeping an eye on. I do think I'm not going to call him the sleeper because I think that he has a lot of I think that he's our highest ceiling player, minus Keaton Wagler. Keaton Wagler, number 5 pick. We will get into him, but I think is our highest ceiling, and I think that he's somebody that I am personally up there and most excited to kind of see perform. Nick Martinelli, can he score? Can he score at this level? Can he get buckets? He is a bucket getter, and can he keep that name to his name? Is that something that he can hold? Physicality, I'm looking for. Can he defend NBA wings? He's defensively pretty decent as far as what I hear and have seen so far. But how does that transition into the NBA level? This is obviously what the Summer League is for, is to see how these pan out. But is he going to find his way to earn that two-way contract? I think he is the one that I'm eyeing up for that two-way contract. He's somebody that I am excited for as well. I'm excited for all these people, so like, you know, why do I keep saying that? But I'm excited for Nick because I think he has the potential to sign a really good two-way contract and see where his projection can go. Do I think that if he lands, I think that he's going to have a couple minutes and rotations in the G League, get a little bit more comfortable before he transcends into the Clippers rotation. But we will see. That's exactly where Bob Miller could be as well. But I just want to see. I just want to see if he can still hold true to his game. Which gets to our next and final headliner prospect, Keaton Wagler. We haven't seen a number 5 pick since, come on now. I'm pumped. Blake Griffin, put it all into Keaton Wagler. That's what I want. Give me the good juju. Give it. Pass it away. Keaton Wagler. I'm amped. My biggest proponent that I will be looking for is, can he run an NBA offense? This is our guy. This is the guy that we are looking at to take over the franchise over the next few seasons. Hopefully long term. I'm ready to put all of my marbles in on Keaton Wagler. And is that too much pressure for him? Can he run that NBA offense? Can he be the engine to the Clippers train? That's the real question, and that's the thing that I really want to see and find through these 5 games of Summer League. Pace and decision making. Obviously, I want to see his pacing, at the NBA level. I want to see his decision making at the NBA level. 3-point confidence. This guy's a bucket getter, and he can shoot the shot, but is the shooting confidence there already? Or is that something that's going to develop over time? He's got big shoes, not necessarily to fill, but to be in. A lot of Clipper Nation is looking at this man to be the guy. Keaton Wagler. Can he? That's the question. And that's what we're going to try to find out in a short run of Summer League games. And that's something that we're going to see and find out here real soon. I have faith. I think he will. I think he'll be fine. Does he just look comfortable being the number 5 pick? Can he run this offense? Is he comfortable pacing, decision making? All these answers. Is he going to come out hot? Is he going to need a little bit of work, or is he going to be ready to go? This is going to tell us is if he is going to be in our starting 5. I want him to be. I'd be okay with it. Obviously, we're still in the talks for Peyton Watson, and I think it's nearing something really positive. I was going to do a video about it, but we're going to kind of pivot to Summer League right now, and I hope that I have an emergency emergency video that I got to put out for you guys. So we're going to see. Summer League for Keaton Wagler it's going to be awesome. The number 1. The number 5 wearing the number 1. Let's see what he's got. And I'm here for it. Can he run the offense? Which gets into the predictions. Let's talk about it. And this is something that we're going to go back at the end of Summer League, and maybe I'm dead wrong all over the place. Maybe I got it spot on. Maybe it's a 50-50 split. Who knows? But Summer League MVP, I'm not talking overall. I'm just talking about our veteran and our guy that we're looking at, and he just took it to the house. My prediction for the Clippers Summer League MVP is Kobe Sanders. I think that's going to be the guy that's going to excel. I think Keaton Wagler is going to be extremely good, but I think Kobe Sanders is really going to bring something special just to this roster in this lineup. You know, he already has the experience, and I think he's going to be that leader for Keaton Wagler to keep pushing him and nudging him and giving him open looks. So my prediction for the Summer League MVP is going to be Kobe. Biggest surprise, I think that's going to be Nick Martinelli. I think that Baba Miller is going to be somebody that we're already ready for to be a surprise. So I don't think that he's going to be the biggest one, but I think that Nick Martinelli is going to be the biggest surprise kind of going into this. I have kind of lower expectations for him. So he could be somebody that kind of comes out and proves me wrong, kind of. I really don't think that he's going to come out on top or on fire. So I hope that he's going to be the biggest surprise. Most NBA ready, Keaton Wagler, easy. Fumbling over my words today, jeez. But who's going to earn that contract? I hope it's Nick. I hope. We'll see. I'd like to see the two-way contract kind of come his way. And player that Clippers fans are going to be talking about, Keaton Wagler. But you know what? I think Sean Padula is going to make some noise in there too. I'm just going to throw him out there. I think that we're going to see something weird and mysterious out of Sean Padula. I don't know. I just have that feeling backed behind it, and we're going to find out. Those are my predictions right there. I stand by the Kobe Sanders at the MVP. Feel free to disagree. Feel free to agree. I have my reasons. Tell me your reasons. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm right. Tell me I should never do this again. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Unless you really want to and feel that way, then that's fine too. But it's an open forum, and I can take it. So that's all that I have for you on today's episode of Clippers Covered. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to talk about. Let me know what your predictions and expectations are for our summer vets, Baba and Nick and Keaton Wagler, going into this Summer League series. I'm excited for the next 5 games. We are in it, and it is now or never. With more Clippers covered action news every day as much as I can to. Breaking news, any type of events, trades, rumors, situations, players, stats, statistics, other NBA nonsensical words. Subscribe. That's all you got to do. Comment down if you want to talk about anything or you have your predictions. Keep it going. Keep it flowing. Forever and always, I'm your host, Kyle Archer, and let's go Clippers.